Well, you're me, so you don't look at yourself like villain.
I was like, I thought we were the heroes.
No.
You're
Like,
the clearest thing you say in that book. It is. It's got to be. It's got to be the first chapter, and this is what I identified with the most. Was you were sitting on Instagram and you saw a picture of your friend, and your friend looked good, and you're like, oh, she looks great, she looks awesome. Where was she? And then you saw a picture of all your friends.
Yeah, they were together.
Yeah, and you're like, what the fuck? They're in Jamaica? How come no one invited me? Mel, I was like, all right. Push pause, sat up. I was like, I deal with this all the time. I had a therapist diagnose me as having FOMO. And he was like, what? I go, that's a thing? And he was like, I think you have FOMO. But the idea of not being included, not being, and then I will spiral and I start all their dialogues that they spent their whole vacation talking about me.
Yes.
They never once thought about me. And now I'm obsessed and I start hating them. And then you go, you're like, hey, what have I? That was the aha moment for me.
Tell me the aha moment.
Where you go, well, what have I done?
Yes.
To reach out?
Yes.
Like it happens to me in Austin because all my friends live here and they all hang out and they take great pictures. They have a fucking professional photographer that follows them around and takes great pictures. And I get mad and I go, what the fuck? I don't even know that guy. How's he hanging out with all my friends? What the fuck are they doing? And then I go, but wait, what have I done? Why don't I fly to Austin more often?
Yeah, or invite them to where you are.
Yeah,
or reach out more.
Yeah, or why don't I call more or text more?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh my God, it was the let me part that I didn't get.
Yes.
I wasn't doing that in life.
Yes. So just in case you don't know what the let them theory is, let me explain it. You do not need to buy the book. I'm going to explain it to you right now. It is dead simple. If you're a fan of Stoicism, if you love the Serenity Prayer, if you've ever had a therapist talk to you about boundaries or detachment theory, the let them theory is a modern version of all those things reduced down to 4 words. And so here's how you're going to use it. Anytime you're stressed out, annoyed, hurt, frustrated, going down a spiral, just say let them. And it could be in the example that you gave where you see a bunch of buddies going off on a golf trip and you're like, what the fuck? And that right there, because I'm glad you gave that example because I wondered about that example in the book. So I'm like, are men going to actually relate to that example? The truth is, of course, because it's mentally healthy. It's a sign that your brain is working correctly if you see people hanging out that you love and you're not included. Like, it's okay to feel like, shit, I wish I were there. The real question, though, is what do you then do with that feeling?
That's where we all stop.
Yes.
We have the feeling and then we go, oh, fuck them. That's what
Or you then aim it back at you. And you go, I've done something. They're bad. And so, in the example that you gave, let's say you're driving through traffic and construction and you're running late, you start gripping the wheel. Oh my God, you can't control traffic. You can't control the jerk that just came in front of you. But all of a sudden, all of this noise on the outside, when you start to grip the steering wheel, you just let that into your brain. You just let that have power over you. Do you know how stupid that is?
It's crazy. I lived on a street that was one way in Valley Village. You can find this fucking street. And everyone used to drive the wrong way up the one way because it was shorter to get to their house. And it used to make me fucking crazy. And then my fucking wife was like, but what are you going to do? You can't stop it. What are you going to do? And it would make me crazy. And I was powerless over it. Yet this one thing, and I go, mother, well, I would concoct. Like, I should get a paintball gun and shoot. I remember one time, allow me to indulge in this
do
one
whatever
story.
you want.
One time, an old man drove the wrong way, and we were walking the girls to school.
Oh, God.
And he didn't almost hit us, but he definitely drove too fast, too close to us for me not to say something.
Yeah, of course.
And I said, I got that. And he hopped out of his car and topped me with his, I live in this neighborhood. I go to Starbucks just like everyone else. I don't want to drive down. And almost hit him with a water bottle. 2 weeks later, I saw him walking down the street with his wife in a walker. He had had a stroke. And all I thought was, oh, if you keep up this, if you can't let them, for lack of better, if you can't let them and just go, hey, I don't have control over this. This isn't then you're going to end up one day having a stroke because you were so busy fucking fighting over the thing that you couldn't change anyway.
But here's an even deeper thing.
Yes.
Your time and energy in life is the single most valuable thing you have, because what you spend your time on and where you pour your energy determines your experience of life. Mm-hmm. And I want you to really just consider what I'm saying. And this is not just some like self-help bullshit. This has been true since the beginning of time. That the more you try to control something that's out of your control, the less control you have.
That's a huge thing you talk about in the book.
Yes. And so I want you to just, I get that the world feels like it's tilting on its axis. I get that people are so annoying and stupid, and why don't they think a certain way? I get that it is so stressful to pay your bills, that things don't seem fair right now. But I want you to consider, why would you allow stupid people or the stress of day-to-day life to rob you of your most precious resource, which is your time, it's your energy? See, you can't control the idiot driving down the street the wrong way. You can't control what's happening in the headlines. You can't control if AI is going to come and steal your job. And so when you say let them, what happens is you're not allowing anything to happen. When you say the two words, let them, you're forcing yourself to recognize that this is a situation that is out of my control. It's already happened. It's happening. I can't change another person. Like, there are people that are annoying. It's true. There are things that happen that is unfair. It's true. When I say let them, I force myself to recognize, okay, wait, the outside world is getting in here, or they're getting into like my stress. Then you say the second part, which is let me remind myself, I always get to choose. This is Stoicism. I get to choose whether or not this is worth my time. I get to choose whether or not I'm going to allow this situation to stress me out. I get to choose how I'm going to respond. What do I want to think about the guy that just drove down the street? What do I want to do? And there are going to be sometimes where the let me part, once you see this idiot going down, you're like, let them. That doesn't mean I'm just throwing my hands in the air. It means, okay, let them. I'm recognizing he's stressing me out. Now let me. Is today the day I am going to walk over and I'm going to hit the hood of the car and be like, what up, dude? Like, you almost hit my... There are times where you do that, but now you're choosing it.
Yeah. You're not letting the out. Okay, so I've always had a problem with Stoicism.
Okay.
Because I just heard it a bunch. That's it, really. It's like everyone was like, oh, I'm a Stoic now. And then like Marcus Aurelius said, and I'm like, huh? And then I got to the point where I think I called out Ryan Holiday. Mm-hmm. And then Ryan reached out and he was like, I'm not smart enough to tell you my problems with Stoicism, but I just know that I go, I don't know, isn't the sparkle, the fucking passion, the thing that fires you up, isn't that part of the human experience? And I don't know enough about Stoicism to say it is or it isn't. But if you're saying that I can understand let them and let me.
Right.
Is that Stoicism?
It's how you apply it. See, I have never been ever able to let anything go.
I hold grudges.
Oh, well, I don't hold grudges because when you hold a grudge, it means you are allowing the person you're pissed off at to have power over you.
Oh, no. I do my grudges different.
How do you do them?
I let them think that we're good, and then I talk behind their backs.
That's such a waste of time.
Oh, but it feels so good.
No, it doesn't.
Sometimes.
Yeah, well,
I'm so sensitive. It's like I'm such a nice guy. Then when you hurt me, like I go, what? Like, I don't know. I'm also in a business full of fucking lunatics.
Bert and Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call two bears, one cave.